And just like that, it's done. Game of Thrones is over. A journey that started way back in September 2011 has come to an end today. And people are pissed. They're not angry that it's over. They're angry that it ended in a way that they didn't like. And I'm here to tell you why I think that's a good thing. So here's the thing, the producers and the writers and the directors of Game of Thrones produced one of the greatest battle scenes that I have ever seen in my entire life. It was one of the greatest battle scenes we have ever witnessed. And it didn't happen on your screen. It happened on social media. What the producers of Game of Thrones managed to orchestrate is a battle of such epic proportions between the fans of the show, the people who wanted to end one way and the people who wanted to end another way. The people that were happy with what happened with Cersei and the people who were furious about the fact that she got off scot-free. The people who were happy with how Daenerys behaved and the people who thought it was terrible that we've lost a hero. None of it mattered. What mattered is that the argument was happening. The people felt that they cared enough about Game of Thrones to have an opinion. This is the only thing that can happen if you're willing to polarize. If you're willing to draw a line in the sand and say, we're going to stand for this, knowing that it will piss some people off. Because here's the idea, and in Legicide I talk about this, but if you want to be somebody's favorite something, you need to be willing to be somebody else's worst. You can't go through life coasting down the middle. Like if they had created the audience pleasing, everything perfectly tied up the way that we felt it should be, everyone would be like, it ended, it was okay. It didn't end the way that it could have been better, and you still wouldn't have been satisfied. It would have been fine. But fine is not what that show has ever been about. That show is about pissing you off and killing your idols and killing your heroes and raising people up and giving you rogues that you love. And that's what we should be doing in our businesses. At Missing Link, we've never tried to be the business for everyone. We had a customer walk in the door once. She turned around, walked in the door, and said, this isn't for me, and walked out. And I chased after them. I said, you need to stay, come back, give us a chance. We're actually, we're very good at being corporate as well. It's just we look different. And she wasn't having any of it. My business coach, I'd met him that afternoon. And he sat me down and said, listen, this is a gift. You know straight away that this person doesn't want your brand of things, just own it. Howard Mann talks about defining yourself by what you say no to. These are the things we have to do. And the Game of Thrones team said that they were okay doing that. They drew a line in the sand, and so should you. You need to turn around and say, are we willing to piss off our customers, some of our customers? Because that's the only way that you're going to polarize them. And when you polarize them, you make them care. You want people to have an opinion about your business. You don't want them to remain indifferent. And that's what we're doing. So the Game of Thrones is over, but the lesson doesn't have to be. You need to be willing to polarize. You need to be brave enough. The greatest act of bravery was making the decisions they did. Like or hate the decisions, you better admire the chutzpah of the team that made it happen, because they knew that people would hate them for it, and they still did it anyway. Are you brave enough to do that? You need to be. You know why? Because winter is coming.
Guys, don't be like me. I've been watching these videos without subscribing and liking. I highly recommend you like and subscribe and highly recommend.